Shedeur Sanders made the same misstep LeBron James once made in Cleveland, but now has the chance to respond the right way. There won't be any more viewing access to the Cleveland Browns until training camp begins toward the end of July, when the media is allowed back in. OTAs have wrapped up for public viewing, and all eyes will shift to the four quarterbacks once things ramp back up. Rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders made headlines for the wrong reason on Wednesday when Fox 8 reported that he was allegedly pulled over for driving over 100 miles per hour. According to the report, Sanders was stopped on I-71 North at 12:24 a.m. on June 17 for going 101 miles per hour in a 60 miles per hour zone. He now has the option to either appear in court or pay the fine without appearing. Shedeur Sanders' incident mirrors a past situation involving LeBron James. Back in 2008, James was cited for speeding on the same highway, though traveling in the opposite direction. While James has had very few off-court issues during his career, he was once cited for driving at a similar high speed. At the end of the day, this speeding ticket likely wouldn't have made headlines if Sanders didn't have a high-profile last name. How often do you hear about a fifth-round draft pick getting national attention for a traffic ticket? That said, traveling at such high speeds is undeniably dangerous, and Sanders must make better decisions. There's no sugarcoating that. Even as a fifth-round selection, Sanders will have a legitimate opportunity to compete for the Browns' starting quarterback job in 2025. While he may not begin the season as QB1, there's a real chance he could earn that role at some point. The Browns are hopeful that one of their two rookie quarterbacks can finally be the answer they've long sought under center. In the world of sports, legacy is never built in a straight line. It twists, it turns, and often falters under the weight of ambition. For Shedeur Sanders, quarterback of the Colorado Buffaloes and son of NFL legend Deion Sanders, the 2024 college football season was a crucible, one that mirrored the infamous crossroads LeBron James once faced in his early Cleveland Cavaliers years. And just like LeBron, Shedeur now stands at the intersection of talent, expectation, and leadership, with the chance to write a new ending to a familiar story. The misstep. Back in 2007, LeBron James, already crowned as the Chosen One, led a lackluster Cavaliers squad to the NBA Finals. It was a Herculean effort from a transcendent player who had very little help. The world praised him, but the cracks in the system were visible. Instead of working to build the culture and elevate those around him, LeBron's focus shifted to the idea that success could only come by leaving Cleveland for something greater. He famously took his talents to South Beach in 2010, and while it earned him championships, it cost him part of his legacy, at least temporarily. Shedeur Sanders' journey shares eerie similarities. In 2023, as Colorado became a media phenomenon under Coach Prime's spotlight, Shedeur dazzled with his arm and composure. But the glitter began to fade. The Buffaloes stumbled. The offensive line faltered. Whispers turned into criticism. Shedeur held the ball too long. He posted flashy watches during games. Was the focus on fame rather than football? Then came the offseason. Rumors swirled that Shedeur, along with his brother Shiloh and father Deion, were looking ahead, beyond Colorado. Transfer portal speculation, NIL deals, NFL draft whispers. And just like young LeBron, Shedeur seemed at risk of giving up on the hard climb, of choosing the shortcut over the legacy path. But there's still time. The story isn't finished. The parallel pressures. Both LeBron and Shedeur were prodigies. Both were coached, directly or indirectly, by father figures who shaped their every move. Both had the weight of an entire franchise, city, or university resting on their shoulders. And most importantly, both were seen as saviors, not just athletes. But with that crown comes criticism. The moment things don't go perfectly, the scrutiny doubles. LeBron struggled in 2008 and 2009 with supporting casts that weren't championship caliber, and Shedeur faced similar issues with a Colorado offensive line that left him sacked more than almost any other Power 5 QB. And yet, both had choices. LeBron eventually returned to Cleveland in 2014 and delivered on a promise he once abandoned. He changed the narrative by building instead of abandoning. That moment of return, of choosing the hard road, cemented his greatness. Now, Shedeur faces a similar fork in the road, the opportunity to respond right. Shedeur could have declared for the NFL draft. His name carries weight, his stats sparkle, and his media value is through the roof. But he stayed. He committed to coming back. That alone speaks volumes.